Okay, here we have the Ford Ranger. First thing I'm going to say about this vehicle is it's got excellent vision on the side, huge wing mirrors, you can see a lot of what's going on and where you've been. Rear view vision's very good too. The headrests do obstruct the vision a little, but not a lot to cause you any concern. Got a lot of dials on this car. The dials here are slightly obstructed by the steering wheel, but generally speaking they're very clear. You got your compass up here, you've got the like a gyroscope here for the balance, and your center console, pretty simple, pretty basic, nothing to get too confused about while you're driving there. The interior of the car is quite nice. It's not bad. I mean, this is a vehicle that's going to be used for sports and muddy jobs, so it's pretty prepared for it really. Let's do a 0 to 60. Quite a nice driving position. Do feel kind of like you're sitting on the floor a bit. And that's 60, so you know this has got reasonable acceleration. Yeah, the driving position, I do feel a bit low to the actual ground. I don't know why these cars are always like this, but it's not an uncomfortable driving position. It just feels a little bit odd at first. It's a bit like sitting in a sports car, like an MG or something, which is rather peculiar. Anyway, yes, it's quite a sporty sort of feel to it when you're sitting in the car. It's quite a torquey beast this. It's by no means a powerhouse, but it's certainly got enough power here to tow a boat or another vehicle. It feels very stable. I'd be very comfortable to go off-road with this car. It feels a lot more stable than something high up like a Land Rover or a Range Rover. Not too bad on the corners. You do start to feel the weight of the vehicle when you go around the corners, it has to be said. But the steering is light and it's responsive. There is a little bit of a lag there. The vehicle has done 70,000 miles, so we might be dealing with some worn bushes. It's got a very sort of squat feel to it, this car, when you're sitting in this down. It does feel very, very balanced. And it pulls away lovely, it really does. I mean, this is pulling away just as quick as any other standard car. I'm up to 70 miles an hour already in no time at all. I do like these large mirrors, it's nice to have big vision. Now, I'm going to give it a bit of a wiggle test, see what it bounces around like. 70 miles an hour now, so well, that's pretty surprising actually. There's not a lot of roll to this car at all, it's very steady, but what I am aware of is an enormous lag in the steering. So if you're thinking about buying one of these second hand, you want to have a look at the steering, because look at that, I'm doing that now. That's the room that this steering wheel can turn without the wheels actually moving as well. So, you know, people comment about braking distance and thinking distance. If I had to do an emergency swerve now, I've got to move the steering wheel that much before the wheels are actually going to respond. So that's potentially dangerous. But you know, I don't know whether I'd be comfortable sitting in this vehicle for a long time, simply because of the position, the driving position. I can only compare it to like that of sitting on like a bench. I don't feel very set back, and even though I've only been driving this a short while, my back's already starting to ache already, and I don't think moving the seat back would make a difference. But let's see what the brakes are like on this old beast. Well, they don't feel too great, they don't feel too powerful at all. I don't feel the ability to apply a gradual pressure there. In fact, the brakes felt crap. They felt about as effective as drum brakes, and I'm quite surprised at that actually. I think anybody thinking about buying one of these, take one for a test drive, and what I would suggest is put your attention on the steering, because there seems to be a bit of a steering issue with these cars.